Then, now, forever. The WWE video leads us into the show. Michael Cole and Corey Graves announced that Booker T is not at the event tonight due to travel problems caused by Hurricane Harvey. WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler joins them on commentary for the evening. The Raw video plays, and they announce that Brock Lesnar will be on the show tonight following the attack by Braun Strowman. Alexa Bliss will also take on Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. Finally, John Cena and Roman Reigns will sign a contract to make their match at WWE No Mercy official. Enzo Amore vs. Noam Dar. The post-SummerSlam festivities last week were capped off by a true shocker in the closing moments of 205 Live, wherein Enzo Amore crashed the cruiserweight division by staring down Neville, the reigning champion of the Purple brand. This week, having officially made weight, Muscles Marinara made his official Team Perp winner Enzo Amore Universal Champion Brock Lesnar address Braun Strowman last week. Braun Strowman was named as Brock Lesnar's challenger for the Universal title at WWE No Mercy. Unless you think that the Beast Incarnate forgot about Strowman putting him through 2 tables at SummerSlam and brutalizing him once again the night after SummerSlam, rest assured that he did not. Lesnar, making a surprise appearance with Paul Heyman, even went so far as to snatch the mic from his advocate's hands after Heyman's latest sermon, sending a distinct, if brief, message to his challenger Suplex City, B. Brock Lesnar may be a man of few words, but he certainly makes them count. Cesaro vs. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has been jaw-jacking with the Usos all weekend, but he and Dean Ambrose might have a far more present danger to worry about, as the King's Lair fell to Cesaro in a singles match, pitting one half of the current Raw Tag Team Champions against one half of the tandem they defeated to win the titles. And it's all because of the other half of the tandem, as Sheamus took Rollins' eye off the proverbial ball by taking a swipe at the ropes while the Architect was preparing to fly. While Ambrose scrapped with a Celtic Warrior on the outside, Cesaro uncorked a home run uppercut to Rollins that put him down for 3. The only person who was happier than Cesaro about the win turned out to be Sheamus, who challenged Ambrose to a match on the spot. Winner Cesaro. Dean Ambrose vs. Sheamus. It's a split series for the current and former Raw Tag Team Champions, as Dean Ambrose knocked off Sheamus just moments after the Alabaster Gladiator's impromptu challenge to the Lunatic Fringe. The Alabaster Gladiator was riding high off of his partner Cesaro's win over Ambrose's own partner Seth Rollins, and the Lunatic Fringe quickly showed his foe that his eyes were bigger than his stomach. Through a series of impressive reversals that tornado DDT, some gritty perseverance through a banged-up back, and an assist from Rollins, who bailed his partner out of white noise behind the ref's back, Ambrose planted Sheamus with dirty deeds for the 123. Winner. Dean Ambrose. Emma vs. Mickie James. Yet another confrontation between Emma and Mickie James led to a rematch of their competitive confrontation from a couple weeks back, with a unique stipulation: if Emma won, James would tweet anything Emma wanted. If James won, Emma could never claim to starting the women's revolution ever again. Well, the Australian superstar seemed to have learned from her narrow loss, because she defeated James in short order by stacking her up in a sunset flip. And, as per the wager, Emma backed her way up the ramp, triumphantly claiming that she started the women's revolution. Mickie didn't seem too thrilled, but to the victor go the spoils. Winner Emma. John Cena and Roman Reigns made their No Mercy match official. So how do John Cena and Roman Reigns really feel about each other? The two superstars, slated to battle at No Mercy, both made their match official and tore each other to shreds on the microphone, with Cena knocking Reigns as a protected, manufactured knockoff of himself. Reigns replied by labeling Cena as a backstabbing shark who maintains his position by holding down any young talent who might one day surpass him, while Cena got the last word by proclaiming he was only still around because Reigns hadn't stepped up enough to take his spot, and that he was a better part-time superstar than Reigns was on a full schedule. The two managed to sheath their fighting words long enough to put pen to paper, but the arrival of Luke Gallows Carl Anderson, looking for an easy win against the two warring opponents, briefly forced them to side together for an impromptu tag team match. John Cena Roman Reigns vs. Luke Gallows Carl Anderson. John Cena and Roman Reigns made their No Mercy match official by putting pen to paper, but ironically they might have some miles left in them as a tag team. No sooner had the two superstars sealed the deal for their September the 24th Dream match than Luke Gallows Carl Anderson showed up, spoiling for a fight. Unsurprisingly, Cena-Reigns weren't exactly a well-oiled machine when it came to team chemistry, and it was a question as to whether they could even coexist against the former Raw Tag Team Champions. As it turned out, they could. Reigns tagged in to bail Cena out of a bind, and the two ended up hitting a simultaneous attitude adjustment to Gallows and spear to Legal Man Anderson to both win the match and, perhaps, gave each other a taste of things to come.